City International Airport, PTY. Um, and today is February 1st. Uh, Saturday, right? James? Jamie? Jamie? Saturday, right? It's Saturday. It's Saturday in Panama. As you can see, there's Panama out behind me. We wrapped up the No Permissions conference a couple days ago. That we had a day where we went out on the boat and got to hang out with a bunch of our homies from the No Permissions and Pulse Chain community. It was nice. It was nice. I wonder if I can share this on Twitter so people can join us, because I think they're going. I highly recommend you join the Patreon and get in on this group. I mean, there's a couple groups that are just stacked with builders and developers and founders. I mean, one of course is No Permissions. Randy Horsky, Bill from Actuator gave an insane presentation the first day. We were supposed to have Prairie Banana down here, but he wasn't able to make it because he had travel problems. And then Stu from Tetra wasn't able to make it. He wasn't feeling well. So even with those two heavyweight speakers.
Último llamado a los pasajeros del vuelo 821 de Copar España a Puerto Alegre. Todos los pasajeros deben embarcar inmediatamente por la puerta 219. Last boarding call for Department 321 with distance to Puerto Alegre. All passengers is assigned to board immediately to gate 219. You press sorry to departure.
So, anyway, like I was saying, even with those two heavy hitters missing, the talks were amazing. The panels were really good. Canadian Grateful from Gelato, Chris, gave a very interesting talk about where he's going in his personal life. We had fun trivia, which on our phones worked. I couldn't believe anything worked. I couldn't believe it. When Bill from Actuator got up and said, "I'm going to do a live demonstration," could not figure it. I was like, there's no way this is going to work. No way. In a hotel on Wi-Fi and the website, and it worked. Like, he showed us how to trade the HTT shares and buy them and move them and all sorts of stuff. It was amazing. And he showed us the discount that you get when you go through Actuator. So personally, I don't think I'll ever do a native hex stake again on a blockchain, just because there's so many advantages to getting going through the HSI, and then the option to trade and move and Delta. There's so much flexibility.
Último llamado a los pasajeros del vuelo 821 de Copar España a Puerto Alegre. Todos los pasajeros deben abordar inmediatamente por la puerta 219. Su aeronave está lista para partir. Last boarding call for Copar 321 with distance to Puerto Alegre. All passengers report on gate 219. Please press ready for departure.
It's a little louder here than my mom's basement, but it's still not bad. And I don't know what they're saying. I mean, I kind of get the idea of what they're saying because they're not an airport. But if you guys want to translate in the chat, throw that in there. No, I can't give enough praise to Randy and Annabelle for putting together probably one of the best conferences I've ever been to. Everything worked out really smoothly. Panama is a great place, very welcoming, very easy. Elizabeth in the chat says I can help. Yeah, Elizabeth can translate to us. So next time we come down to Panama, we will definitely bring some Spanish-speaking Hexicans and collective members from Anti-Gravity. So thank you, I appreciate that. Hey, what's up, Adam? Good to see you, brother. Yeah, I've never seen and it wasn't a big conference. I mean, we had maybe 100 people total with speakers and everybody, give or take. It's felt like about 100 people. And he had us sitting in tables instead of rows, and his brother-in-law made the coolest No Permissions sign ever. You'll see it on Twitter and on Telegram. But wow, just like Randy and his group. First of all, Randy is a master at building communities, and there's nothing more important in crypto than building communities. Like chart, yeah, price go up, green chart, that gets people's attention, but it doesn't keep their attention. But the really amazing community that he's building is what keeps your attention. It's the relationships, it's the friendships, getting to hang out with people that I've only got to hang out with online up till now. People
Los
like
siguientes pasajeros en el vuelo 765 recordarán con destino a Belo Horizonte, Mónica Silva Márquez, Luis Machado, Julio César de Oliveira,
Machado.
inmediatamente demostrado de frente de la puerta 218. The following passengers may compare this flight 765 destination Belo Horizonte, Luis Machado, Julio César de Oliveras, Mónica Silva Márquez. Please identify yourself immediately on the counter in front of gate 218.
I heard Machado. So I think actually Elizabeth might be here. You might be calling Elizabeth from chat in here. Get rid of any substances you forgot to consume. I'm telling you, I got a prescription for just about everything. So we'll see. It's not the prescriptions I'm worried about. It was when we came here at the Vegas airport, and I assume that they're going to do this when we come back. They went through every single of my copper coins to make sure it wasn't gold. Like I wasn't smuggling gold into or out of the country. Even the silver one, they don't care about the silver coins. Not really. That they're looking for. I believe they're looking for gold. And so I think we're gonna have a nice time at customs coming back and having them go through the coins. But we'll see. We'll see. He is not my brother. That's good to know. Oh yeah, we had a great time, and like I said, the people that I finally got to hang out with in person: Fast Abdul, Light Bright, Ray, um, Ted Nelson, Triplet Dad. I mean, it goes on and on. Hex Monkey was there. I got to hang out with Hex Monkey previously, and he's such a cool dude. But it just goes on and on. Aussie Steve, I don't know his handle, but Aussie Steve, you know who you are. Friends at Cape. Um, I'm gonna miss some people, but basically, like AJ Rip City. I mean, he's great, and not only getting to hang out with these guys, but they all brought their spouses. Every single one of them brought their spouses. That had spouses. There's probably a couple that aren't married, but the spouses were here, and the spouses brought a completely different feel to the environment because it wasn't just crypto, 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 nerd, nerd, nerd. It was like, hey, what about this? What about that? And brought so much really good insight that we don't get in crypto because crypto is so heavily male, right? And yeah, it was great. I've never seen that many females. I've never seen that many spouses. I expect next year to be a lot. I mean, especially depending on the market. When the market heats up, people have time and money to travel. Next year, this conference could be an entirely different animal. But for now, Randy and Anna took us to some of the coolest things. The hotel we were in was wonderful. The food was wonderful. Staff was wonderful. No problem getting around not speaking Spanish for the most part. I mean, I think I pulled out Google Translate once to let the Uber driver know that we were going to grab our bags and come back for the airport. But other than that, like, you can get away with a little bit of Spanish, and they take dollars pretty much everywhere here, US dollars. They have their pesos, but you can just come with your dollar. You're not at a money exchange trying to figure out, okay, how much money am I going to need for the week, or none of that. It was really, really cool. Hola, hermano. Who's this Armano guy? Yeah, good to see you, Matt. Matt is onboarding, doing the Lord's work for Dark. Very cool. Hex Glenn in the house. Good to see you, man. Pulse Ray Vision, soothing tones, summarizing the first No conference. Thank you. No, the first. No, I mean Tracy G. Getting to meet Tracy G in person was awesome. I mean, so many people that you have these friendships with and that have supported you and have promoted you and helped out and just added to the community and added to everything to be able to actually meet them in person and be like, oh, like it just, there wasn't like one person that like I didn't know or I didn't meet, though I was like, oh, you're awesome, you're awesome, you know. Korean investor was down. Mike from New York, I forget his handle, but it was great meeting Mike from New York. It was great sitting around while people were chilling. Um, Funny enough, crazy enough, it was great. We were surprised, completely surprised, to see Walrus and his lovely wife. That was awesome. They didn't even know there was a conference. They just came down to hang out with Hexagon, and then boom, there they were. It was a conference, and they were at dinner and just hanging out, and it was, yeah, it was great to get to catch up with him. Um, but there's so many people working on so many amazing ideas right now, building and trading, you know, information, like who's got the best coders, who's got the best team, who's got the best devs. Um, just stuff that you're never going to find out anywhere else, and you're not going to find it out by yourself. When you found a project, when you launch a coin, there's so many unknowns that you run into a lot of crazy challenges that nobody you know and very few people in crypto ran into. And when you can sit down with like 3 or 4 different founders, Randy Hilarski being one of them, and Triplet Dat being another one, and Brightlight, uh, it, you first of all, you have a brotherhood because you and Walrus, like you have this brotherhood because you've gone through the fire and you've given birth to this baby, this electronic baby on the blockchain. And so there's that that bonding experience of insanity, like trying to raise funds, or even people who didn't raise funds. You know what that's like facing your community and trying to hold the price up and trying to support things and building liquidity. It's just, it's a lot. It's a lot. Hang on. Excuse me, I had to sneeze. But no, weather's been beautiful. The wildlife, there's cool wildlife here. The Panama Canal was fascinating. I have a treat for you guys streaming when I come back. Shout out to Triplet Dad's lovely wife. She brought us something super cool that we're gonna have a lot of fun with on stream. And then, you know, to sit and talk, and I really didn't even look at the chart hardly this week. I mean, granted, I looked at it today and it's raining blood on our faces, but the truth is, and being told, oh my gosh, it's on sale, oh my gosh, buy the dip, after like 50 times, 80 times, you're like, yeah, I bought the dip. It keeps dipping. It just dips. I get it. I totally get it. I'm not one to speak. I mean, I did my DCA real heavy into Hex back in the early days, and you know, honestly, it's been tough. A tough 4 years for people.
Passengers flying online.
Hey, Jamie, will you throw me a drink? Will you throw me a drink? Will you throw me a drink? Hang on. There we go. All right, mouth's getting a little bit dry there, but we went out on a boat. It was crazy yesterday. We went to the canal, went to Old Town, and just like, even to the first night we got here, and we went to dinner at Casco Viejo.
A puerta 144 en Terminal 1. Pasajeros con destino a Cali en el vuelo 830, su puerta de embarque será la 144. Good afternoon, this is special announcement for passengers on flight 88 to Cali. We inform you that your exit gate has been changed to gate 144 for Terminal 1.
I'm gonna ask them to quit doing that just for the rest of the stream. They would be so kind. Just kidding. I apologize for the interruptions, but it wasn't until this last announcement that I realized they were announcing it in Spanish and English. I thought it was all Spanish. Good afternoon, salute. Patrick's Astro and stuff. Patrick, Patrick put that really cool song together and that slideshow, like that little video together. What's the name of it? I played it on my stream from the hotel, but so many creative people putting so much work into this. It's honoring, it's humbling, and it's inspiring. And Patrick's someone that keeps showing up with really good information, really good comments, really good contributions. Yeah, Ted, other people, there's just this is a special time in our community, meaning not just the collective, but in our community, meaning Pulse Chain, because the market, for the most part, has written us off. I mean, like, you look at the charts, a lot of people exiting, a lot of people capitulating or taking profit, or maybe they just ran out of time. They could, and you know what? It's like people say all the time. It's their money. If they choose to dump, if they choose to leave, if they choose to take profit, whatever they choose to do, that's the freedom of crypto. You don't have to go beg your bank to transfer money and okay certain purchases. You can do whatever you want in crypto, and sometimes people just leave because they chase a shiny object or they have something else going on. There's so much going on right now in SolidX and no permissions and fire and yep, and I mean, like, it's getting crazy, the stuff that's being built, and not just built, but I don't know I don't want to give out too much alpha and stuff. I've had a lot of amazing talks and meetings and hanging out with some very, very intelligent people that have given me a little sneak preview on some of the stuff they're working on, and it is mind-blowing. And there's a level of organization and synergy that's coming to no permissions and the wider market of liquidity pools, farming, stuff like that. There's stuff coming that's gonna tie stuff together, make it simple, make it easy for you to put your money to work. Because if there's one thing we're good at, it's holding the coin for 4 years of being beat over the head, right? Like, we know how to hold something, and it's great when you have something like Hex that pays you to hold it. It's great when you have something that just keeps paying you, at least for your patience, and increasing your back during the downtimes. Patrick says people need to follow the crypto cycle. Bitcoin hasn't topped yet. We won't run until then. I agree. I would say it feels a little different because Ethereum usually does actually start to run a little bit when Bitcoin runs. I mean, obviously Bitcoin takes off first, and actually usually Ethereum drops because people are pulling their money out of Ethereum and they're chasing the bull run of Bitcoin to a point. And then once it starts getting topped out and frothy, as they say, then you see people start to rotate into Ethereum. And I don't know, I did not know what is going on with the market with Bitcoin. Like, every chart tells a story, right? So with Bitcoin, we saw the story of a premature pump with the ETFs. The ETF for Bitcoin came out and it jumped, boom, right up to, back up to like 69, 70, 80 grand or something like that. and then it paused and it waited to see who won the presidency for about 8 months. Then the presidency, like it's leading up, the presidency, goes to what we are hoping is a very crypto-friendly president has been so far, and then it starts pumping again until inauguration. And then it was waiting to see how many of his promises he was going to follow through on. And he's followed through on a crazy amount of pro-crypto, pro-freedom, pro-programming and coding crypto style. I mean, I can't believe with just the announcements he's made so far that Bitcoin hasn't continued on its crazy run and took off. CryptoCat 46, good morning, CryptoCat. How are you doing this morning? Let's see, it's 2 here, so it's noon on the West Coast. It's about 2 or 3 in the afternoon on the East Coast. I appreciate you guys taking some time to chill out with me on a Saturday. I know you guys got stuff to do. I know you guys are busy. I'm probably trying to catch up with everything on the weekend, running your kids around, or just wanting to unplug and recharge. So thanks for being here with me. Very, very cool. And it was weird not streaming every day. I tried to stream it. I didn't have the service that I wanted sometimes, but as you can tell now, I've got some service. I'm with you guys. When I was back at the hotel that night, I was able to too. So I miss you guys. I like hanging out with you guys. I like talking to you guys, even if I don't have someone else on screen to talk with. I really enjoy just reaching out and updating you guys with what's going on. Anything that I know that I can share, I will share. And I'm telling you guys, this is the best community in crypto, hands down. There's no community that comes close to Pulse Chain, and no permissions, Dollar Riot, Sloth, Frank Polancic. I mean, I go on and on. I mean, DJ Roundtable, Gelato, you name it. There's just so much. Not just building, because anyone can build and stack, and I'm going to try to keep this positive. But there is a lot of crypto where people see something that works, whether it's Hex or whether it's another token where they say, hey, I love the way those mechanics work. And sometimes you'll see a whole bunch of projects stacked on top of each other, built on top of each other. And it's not the technology and it's not the smart contracts that are causing pretty charts to happen. It's whales and it's community. Whales and community are the reason that some of these things are taking off, and people think they can just copy the code and stack it and throw it in there. But unless you're stacking the community, the code will never work. The code might pump obviously in the bull and crash in the bear, but it's got no legs. It's got no longevity without human energy, human attention, human connections, trust, bonds. We're working on this trustless system, which is basically don't hand anyone your money. No intermediaries.
Comenzando con nuestro proceso de abordaje del vuelo 705 de Coparís con destino de Horizonte, invitamos a los pasajeros de servicios especiales como silla de volar, pueden abordar en ese momento para abordar el barco 218. We invite the passengers on the Coparís Flight 765 destination de Horizonte who require special assistance, such as wheelchairs who may board assigned to the boarding gate 280. Invitamos a los pasajeros en el grupo número 1, pasajeros preferred Presidential y Platinum pueden abordar en ese momento para abordar el barco 218. We invite our passengers to the compartment 765 destination Belo Horizonte, group number 1, preferred member Presidential of Platinum. You may board this time to the boarding gate 218.
Thanks for your patience. Yeah. The community is all that matters. And when you have someone who's really good at building communities, Richard Hart, is great at building communities. It's the most valuable thing he's ever done. Like you can say, he's done a lot of good things for us. He's done a lot of good things for crypto. He's done a lot of good things for mankind. I respect a lot of his hustle, his drive, and his accomplishments. But the thing that has improved my life the most, that Richard Hart has done, is build a community of people and educated that community and brought them together in a shared group, a shared list of values and desires and beliefs and oh, there's another word I'm looking for. Basically, yeah, that we all care, we all agree, and stuff like that. Live streaming is, in my personal experience, very therapeutic. It really is. In fact, believe in yourself. Let me jump onto your streams. Like, send me your channel. If I'm not subbed, I definitely want to sub and listen to your live streams because it's just like talking to your friends. I get to talk to my friends here, and that's what this whole weekend was so therapeutic, to be around people that have also made it through the bear market with you and also fought some of the same fights and took some of the same losses that you took. And just to have that, know that you're not alone, know that you have that community, and that sense of belonging was great. And again, I really want to give a shout out. I know the wives aren't watching, but if you watch this and your wife came to Panama, tell them thank you from the bottom of my heart for coming and bringing more of a softness and a humanity and a whole new beautiful perspective that is usually lacking, you know. I mean, Grace, his wife was there, Annabelle, Randy's wife was there, and it was an X-ray chick who probably doesn't like being called that. I really appreciate her coming. It changes the vibe. It changes. Yeah, it makes it a more whole community, I believe. Red Squirrel's in the house. Oi, oi, pops. Oh my gosh, Red Squirrel. Your head would have exploded if you were here this weekend. This week was amazing. I'm praying that I get to meet up with you either Europe or back here next year, because I'm pretty sure this is going to be an annual event. But yeah, the food, the service, facilities, everything was just so easy, so comfortable, top notch. Good food, good people. We we had a little bit of a boat problem, so we go out in the boat to this bay. We're hanging out, we're swimming, we're eating. Some of the people took a little water taxi to the island. They got to walk around on the island. And then it's time to go. And the engine won't start. And so they're working on the engine with like a knife and oil and pure anger. You know, the anger that men get at machines when they don't work. It was like pure anger. And it did eventually start up and get us back, but we were just hanging for a while. A lot of cigar aficionados, a lot of cigar lovers in the community. I don't partake of cigars, but I probably smell like cigar, and I probably got my amount of cigar smoke secondhand. It's not unpleasant. There's a cool hookah bar in one of the patios, really good sisha.
Continuando con nuestro proceso de embarque del vuelo 765 con destino Belo Horizonte, invitamos a nuestros pasajeros que no lleguen al grupo 3 pueden abordar en este momento.
All right, that was a nice short one. I was expecting that to be longer. Next time there's a really long one, I'm probably just gonna set the phone down, go to the bathroom, and come back. But anyways, I haven't done my own streams for a long time. I did, however, pop to a few friends' streams recently. Well, you're welcome on mine all the time. It's killing me. I can't do screen share here. Maybe I can do screen share. I don't think I could do screen share on my mobile. Here.
Invitamos a nuestros pasajeros de vuelo 765 con destino Belo Horizonte, viajando en el grupo 4, pueden abordar en este momento.
There's also a whole group of Hexicans, Pulsicans, and no permission people living in Panama that have left the U.S. Mike, a guy named Mike, another guy named Richard, of course Randy, and then Grace and his wife live down here. There was a lot of people that came down and really it basically broke down everything you would want to know about second citizenships, passports, a lot of really good information on that. A couple of banks came in and told us, what they can expect from their clients, and then a really good presentation by Corey Gary and TJ. TJ, I wonder what TJ's name is. Anyways, Corey Gary, TJ. There's two other people on the stage as well. I think Julio is one of them. Basically, they have a trust built for crypto, which is different than some of the other ones that they've been doing. So, a lot of wealth preservation and strategic planning, and just options. Because like they said at the conference, money doesn't buy happiness, but money gives you options. And with those options, you can find your purpose and you can find freedom, and that's where meaning comes from in your life. What people would call happiness, I would say, is better to call it meaning and peace. If you can have meaning and peace in your life, you're one of the lucky ones. And having those options and that money is part of that whole thing. So that. Okay, so let me know if this is still live. It says Rod DF. I think Panama just pulled the liquidity. No, I think maybe when I changed browsers, it paused or went crappy. I don't know, but I pulled up the timers on there, so I don't know what you guys heard, but basically you have 1 day and 45 minutes till tomorrow. We got the lottery, and that's the deadline to get your submissions in for the art on Twitter. So get your submissions in. We're going to choose the top 10, and then between the first drawing and the second drawing of the lottery, those 11 days, we're going to vote on which piece of art is going to be the winner for Journey 3, what piece of art wins for that. But all top 10 get dark, all top 10 get points. So that's pretty good. And then, of course, the winner gets 1,000,000 points and 10 dark matter. So let me know in the chat if I'm still live. I may just be talking to the win. But 24 days to get your dark for J3 fuel cells, to mint some J3 fuel cells. Like I said, the chart's just really, really red today, really down, really. I sent a tweet that tried to give a little wink, nudge without saying too much or get myself in trouble, but it could be a very, very good time to catch some stuff. Don't get me wrong, it should definitely go lower. We hear you. Okay, cool. Yeah, so thanks that you can hear. I don't know if you can see me, but hopefully you can hear me. And yeah, it's bananas. The amount of discount that we're getting right now in the market is something I didn't think we'd see at all. I truly believed that by this time, like a year ago, I believe by this time this year, we would have a big pump, maybe not like our pump, maybe not all season, but really good freaking, really, well, just that we'd be back up to at least SAC or higher, or 2x SAC, something like that. Like, a lot of us have held on and avoided selling as anything that we could for as long as we could, because we figured that we'd be back, even not on our bull run, but we would have bounced back. We would have made a round trip back up to SAC or to some previous highs before the bear market, but we haven't. So hang on, hold on tight, and this is where community comes in. Community shows up and helps you stick to your convictions and ride difficult markets out, and we'll all see the sun again. We're all gonna make it. Well, we've already, we've already made it as far as relationships and friendships and community is concerned. We've won something far more valuable than money. But we like money too. We're here for the money. We're here for the future of finance and some of the cool things that you just can't do in traditional finance. Um, but the community is what's going to get you through days like today, where it's just like bam blood, bam blood. I mean, like the cells of hex and pulse latency is just it just takes the wind out of you. You're like, oh, thought we were gonna pump it. Thought we were gonna pump sooner. And waiting on the stuff with the SEC, all that jazz, and the fact that Ethereum basically got its ass kicked by Solana and some bullshit meme coins. I shouldn't say bullshit. I should respect the pump. I respect the pump. Congratulations to anyone that made a bunch of money on Solana meme coins, and even some of the meme coins on Pulse Chain, which are keeping the volume going and things like that. Like, if anyone who's made money on something, even if I don't support it or I'm not into it, even if I tell you guys, hey, that's a shit coin, if you make money on that coin, I'm very happy for you. Congratulations. That's wonderful. I have no hate or envy or resentment towards anybody that's made money this market. It's been a rough, crazy 4 years, and the people that made money in this market are champions. They're either really smart or really lucky. So, other than that, I mean, boom. Tomorrow I'm gonna be streaming my mom's basement. I'm gonna probably have, I might have my suit on. I've got to wash my spacesuit because I jumped in the pool. We took videos of me doing cannonballs in the pool in my spacesuit, and so it's still a little funky, but we gotta wash it. So hopefully I'll get it washed and ready to go for a stream tomorrow. Yeah. But we'll be watching the rollover tomorrow. We'll be talking about some cool stuff. There's something I was gonna hint about, and I'm not gonna hint about. I think I talked way too much about it down here. If you were down here in Panama, you got some Easter eggs and you got some inside scoop on what we're working on and what we're working on presenting to you guys soon. Funky Cold Medina. Funky. Yeah, funky. It was wet, and we tried to like air dry it in the room, and I don't think it completely air dried before we packed it, and so it might be a little funky spacesuit. Little Max, Randy's Max, absolutely loved the space outfit, rocked it, had a wonderful time, some really cool pictures in that. Of course, Zephyr Trips has a AI video of us boxing it out, thinking it's just funny stuff. And I mean, geez, Red Squirrel's Rings of the Right is quickly overtaking Rings of Dust as far as like production quality and intrigue, and he put some beautiful stuff together. Cape, my buddy Cape, with the one that's been posting, trying to use Coinbase wallet with Pulse. He sent me a really cool song about the evil address, and it's just the lyrics are good, the mood is right. The voice they use is a little theatrical. It's a little bit like the Grinch. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. But if we tweak the voice, we'll have a really crazy evil address song. That being said, I'm just so grateful to have the opportunity to come down here. I really just can't say thank you enough to Randy and Annabelle and Chris and his wife. Just like, thank you so much for hosting, putting this together, helping us. A bunch of people got sick and had to get some love and some nursing back to health, and the community just was there for everyone at every step of the way, and we all got to see and experience some really cool things. And what I believe almost that anyone that can make it again next year is coming for sure, for sure. If you pay me the 1,000 dark you owe me, I might turn my attention away from Rings of the Right
Comprarle
to
una
Rings of
poder referida a
Dust.
nuestro vuelo CM15 con destino a David e información proceso de abordadera de inicio de destinación por la puerta de embarque 225. El ingreso a la aeronave se realizará según el número de grupo que aparece en su pase de abordar. Favor permanezca en la sala hasta que su grupo sea llamado. Mantenga a mano su pase de abordar documentos de viaje y el pasaporte a la página de la fotografía para verificación de puerta. En nombre de Coparnas, miembro de la Regular Alliance y nuestros socios, les agradecemos viajar con nosotros. Welcome to Coparnas flight CM15 with destination to David. We will be beginning boarding process in 10 minutes to the gate 225. Proceed the board to the aircraft according to the group number that appears on your boarding pass. Please remain at the gate until this call. This keeps your boarding pass travel documents and pass to wait for verification at the gate. On behalf of Coparnas and Alliance Amendment and Partner, thank you for flying with us.
Esta es la última llamada de vuelo 765 con destino Belo Horizonte. Todos los pasajeros con asientos asignados identificarse en la puerta 218. Esta es la última llamada de vuelo 765 con destino Belo Horizonte. Pasajera Ana Barbosa, Seville Faria, identificarse en la puerta 218. Su vuelo está próximo a partir.
Okay, we're good. I was just wrapping up. I was wrapping up. Sounds fair to me.
Muy buenas tardes, atención por favor. A partir de este momento vamos a estar realizando un control de equipaje debido a la alta ocupación de vuelos CM15 con destino a David. Se les recuerda que solamente se permite volar con equipaje de mano, solo artículos personales pequeños como bolsos, mochilas o compras que puedan ser ubicados debajo del asiento frente a usted. Si su equipaje no cumple con el tamaño establecido, tiene más piezas de las permitidas, serán retiradas en este momento o durante el proceso de abordaje por el personal de la aerolínea en la puerta 225. También se les extiende una cortesía a aquellos pasajeros que por su comodidad de viaje deseen registrar voluntariamente su equipaje de mano sin costo adicional. Por favor, recuerden de medicamentos, artículos de valor o batería de litio antes de entregar su equipaje.
Okay, so
Good
really,
afternoon, attention please. From this moment, we perform a bagage screening of the flight compliance in Coparnas flight CM15 with destination to David. I'd like to remind that you are only allowed to carry one carry-on bag of goods or personal items in hand. That bag, the workshop can be placed under the seat in front of you. If your baggage do not meet the required size or have more pieces than the allowed, they will be removed at this time or during the boarding process by the line staff at the gate 225. We also send the board the those passengers for their convenience, which to voluntarily send their baggage without cost. Please remember to remove any medication, expensive item, or liquid battery before taking your baggage. Thanks for your cooperation.
Última llamada de vuelo 765 con destino Belo Horizonte. Pasajera Ana Eduarda Barbosa, Cibele Faria, identificarse en la puerta 218. Su vuelo está próximo a partir.
Okay, really quickly. Go on to Twitter, retweet Showgate's tweet about our about Dark, and also go and retweet and like all of the art submissions that you can find tagged in the art submissions. So do all that restroom break. I could have totally gone to the bathroom and walked back. I could have got a Cinnabon and ate it and had a nap. Anyways, we'll be here tomorrow for you guys. We will be watching that rollover, seeing who gets lucky with the J2 fuel cells first. And things are just gonna get funner, and things are gonna get more exciting. I don't care what the market does. I don't like. I was talking to a few guys last night, and basically we're all like, what's your plan B? What's your plan B? If, let's say, crypto doesn't work out, let's say Pulse Chain never comes back, let's say whatever, what's your plan B? Most of us didn't have plan Bs. Like, we knew we can survive without crypto. We don't want to survive it. We want to be here. But a lot of us are just like, no, I burned boats. I'm all in. I'm, this is, this is do or die. This is sink or swim. I'm pushing this like it is the thing everything hinges on. This is the only thing that outside of obvious things like family and friends and health and all that good stuff that people truly care about. It's truly important. The next thing on the list after life, family, health, all that jazz, the next thing on the list is how do we build this community to till the token breaks crypto, till it breaks people's idea and belief of what's possible with scarcity, what's possible with liquidity, what's possible with market cap. We're here to really show some people what the right community and the right tokenomics can do together. So, that being said, I love you guys. Share this out, tweet it out, give it a thumbs up, and I'll probably put it in Twitter as well. I think actually I already put it on. Excuse me, I already put it on Twitter. That's there, but I will definitely be coming back to Panama. I'll definitely be coming back to the next No Permissions conference, and I'm also going to be in Vegas in March. So yeah, Vegas in March, and then what happens is anyone's guess. All right, see you guys. Bye.
Damas y caballeros,